morning, guys. I think I should start making a series called The World's Dumbest Drivers. I have seen some absolute idiots in the last 24 hours. But before we get into that, welcome back to the channel, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. If you're curious in all the products we use, straps, jump boxes, everything like that, I do carry affiliate links down in the description below, which I do get a commission off of, but I figured I would centralize everything for you people that like to know what we use on the truck. So anyways, the first dummy of the day, it was last night. I'm coming back PA Turnpike. I saw that bump coming. Coming back PA Turnpike, and there's a Honda CR-V in front of me, newer one, with no lights on. And I know exactly what they did is they put their car, they left one of the rest areas. They put their car in drive with their lights off. I guess they didn't have their automatic lights on. And their parking lights came on, their running lights, which are like LED strips on those, so it was providing enough light that they thought that the lights were on, but they had no tail lights. So as we're running up the turnpike, there's people flashing their, Jesus, this road's bumping. I'm trying to hold this mount still. There's people flashing their lights at them. I tried to flash my lights at them. I even tried to pull up beside them and honk the horn to try to tell them, because we were getting in spots where it was getting a little foggy and it was actually getting dangerous. But nope. And they kept speeding up, slowing down to pass me, go around me. You know, one of those dragonflies, drag them up the hill, fly down the other side. And they just never got the point. At one point, I finally passed them and never saw them.
In 1 mile, use.
Alright, so idiot number 2 of the day I saw this morning. You know when you get to those places where somebody merges on the interstate, somebody merges off the interstate. Well, this car, little I don't know, let's say Civic-sized car, decided to stay right at the right front wheel of a semi-truck. The guy saw her, thankfully, but they just stayed there and would not go forward or go slow down to let this person out. And that's an easy way to get killed. Get crushed, get run over, and possibly not even ever see you. But we're here to deliver this truck, and then today we're going to talk about plans for 2022. Alright, so finally got a hold of the insurance company on the damage on my truck. Now, I try to make it as simple as possible, which included me submitting pictures of the damage. When the lady called, she asked, what happened. Their customer accepted full liability, which was perfect, which is what happened, but you never know what, after people leave a scene of an accident. Maryland State Police didn't give us a accident report, they gave us a exchange of information report, so nobody was accepting fault on that paper. So it could have been a different story from the other lady, but obviously she was honest and said what happened. Her story matched mine, and her insurance company is going to take care of the damage. Now on the phone, the lady asked me for the list of damaged parts, and then she sent me a link to I submitted pictures of everything. So they will write an estimate off of those pictures with times of COVID and just lack of help. She said if I could do the picture thing, if I was good with technology, is the way she put it, it'd be better off that way. So that's what we did. We got the picture submitted, so now we wait. It said 48 to 72 hours for an estimate, and I can review it and see if they missed anything, and then I can take it to a body shop of my choice to be fixed, which is great. So, with that being said and that out of the way, not really doing any trucking today, even though you can probably tell we're in the truck and driving it, pulling a trailer. We got the dogs and the baby with us. We're actually headed to drop her back off to daycare, had her for the day, and I've got to get some things together, and I've got to take off for North Carolina to help a fellow hotshotter to get his trailer back from Kaufman. He bought a brand new trailer, and something happened some way or another, and he can't get it. And Kaufman told him if he didn't get it by tomorrow, they were gonna sell it. So figured I would make a little money, help him out, help me out. You know how it goes. So that's Lexington, North Carolina tomorrow. But the reason of this video, and will be a little less action, is I want to talk because I've been kind of wrapping up year-end numbers. Which, if you're interested, I'm probably going to put out a video of how much I've made off my side hustles, being YouTube, Patreon, Amazon affiliate, and AMSOIL commission. And then also I'm finishing up my merch site, so you'll be able to purchase it right from a website. I'll let you know when all that goes live. We had a little issue with the wasn't happy with the quality of the t-shirt on my first sample, so I had to reorder it. So it's just been taking a little time. So anyways, with all that being said, I've been thinking about, you know, what's in the future, and you know, really want to scale the business so I'm not driving full time, where I can get out of the truck some. I'll never stop driving. Don't think I'm one of those people that, you know, I'm just gonna hop out of the truck. No, there will never be a day, unless I'm not like physically capable, that I won't drive. But I do need to take some time out of the truck to scale the business, and the business is going to be scaled in a few different ways, which I want to talk about. So my goal for next year, which is 2022, I really want to add a few trucks, whether it be owner-operators or, fingers crossed, company trucks for the Hotshot side of things. I'd like to add a couple 40-foot Hotshots, CDL setups, like F450s, kind of on the heavier side of capability. I wouldn't, if it's an owner-operator that came over with some other equipment other than that, you know, like a single screw or whatever, I would, you know, take them on. But that's kind of what I'm looking for. But that's to be expected with the workload that I have coming on, and seeing no end in sight. That's in the future, you know, coming up next year. Also, got an opportunity to start hauling aggregate, whether it be sand, stone, lime, whatever it may be, for another company, which all I would need to provide would be the truck and the driver. They have all the trailers, they just tell you where to go, you run multiple loads a day, which would give me the opportunity to employ. I wouldn't do that myself. It doesn't really interest me as far as personal, like, I like the Hotshot side of things, but I wouldn't mind having my name on 2022. I want to have 2 day cabs running, stuff like that, running aggregate. Also, there would be a few other opportunities, especially with Amazon, and I want to mention another thing, but an opportunity to make some serious money with just day cabs. And that really, you know, since it doesn't interest me, what does interest me is being able to employ local people that maybe want to get out of a trucking job that they're not happy with. Maybe they want to be home more, but they have years of experience, where I could employ them and they could be home every night. Really, like, what I really like seeing is people helping, you know, better their family situation, their money situation, and me being able to help them through that. So silence that. So 2022, I want to have 2 day cabs running local work, pretty much, you know, full time. I'm gonna let the market cool down on trucks for a little bit, but we have some money to spend coming up, and I think it'll be a good idea to do that. I think it can make a lot of money per day, and it'll be less headache on me. The only headache I have is that driver in that truck is running the loads, the payment, like billing, all that. I'm just gonna, you know, receive a check and make sure that truck stays on the road. That's all, and keep my driver happy. So that's less stress, more money. That sounds pretty good to me. I'm sure there'll be stressors, but you know how that is. But my long-term goal that I wanted to talk about is going to be opening a shop, a heavy-duty diesel shop in the Maryland, PA area. 3 to 5 year plan. I want to run my company, my trucking company, and be able to maintain all of our own trucks, but also be able to take on customers for anything from PMs to overhauls. Said 3 to 5 year plan. It's gonna take quite a while, but inspiration from that came from kind of my side as being a service advisor for years, but working on really being a service advisor for stuff that didn't interest me, like cars, gas engines really doesn't interest me. But when it comes to repairs on heavy duty trucks, diesel trucks, things like that, I would love to have a shop where we could do in-house work, but we could also take. Well, I apologize for the camera cutting off, the memory card filled up, but what I was saying was I would love to have a shop where we could do all our in-house work, but also take on outside work from other customers, anything from PMs to overhauls. So that side of the business is like a 3 to 5 year plan, and it kind of would be a hands-off of the daily operations for me. I would have a friend of mine run it if we could come to the correct numbers, and I would never open a shop like that if I wasn't 100% sure that we could afford it. That's why the trucking portion is gonna, as that picks up, that will help fund the 3 to 5 year venture. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm pretty excited for what 2022 has in store. I remember years prior, at the end of the year, things slowing down and kind of having to reevaluate or make future plans as to like what we're gonna do to keep the lights on. But this year I'm overwhelmed with business. I love it. I love the chaos, but it's time to get more trucks on the road and get me out of the truck so I can expand the business with these future years coming. So that's pretty much it, guys. Stay tuned for the video of my side hustles. I'm probably gonna put that out on that third channel I have, which I'll link that when the time comes, or I'll put in the community post about it when that comes. But that it's gonna take me a little while to do. I'm also doing a complete overview of the end of the year of what equipment I have and how much it's worth and how many miles everything's has on it. So every year forward, I can go back and review that and just see how far we've come, what we've added, what everything's worth, and how many miles we're putting on things. So if you like that kind of content, guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and we'll